Hello friends, good morning. This is Nikesh Singh and today's topic is fundamental rights. In this video, I'll try to make you remember our all fundamental rights sequentially on your fingertips. And after watching this video, I guarantee that you will never ever forget our fundamental rights. But before starting this, I would like to give you some factual information about Indian Constitution. Okay, let's begin. On 26th day of November 1949, our Constitution has been adopted by our Constituent Assembly, and 26th January 1950, our Constitution came into force. And in our original Constitution consists of 22 parts with 395 articles. But after that, certain amendments has been came and certain more parts has been added in our Constitution, like Part 4A, Part 14A, 9A, 9B. So these four parts has been added in our Constitution, and one part has been deleted, has been repealed from our Constitution by 7th Amendment 1956, and that part was Part 7. So if I say generally we have 22 parts and 395 articles, but exactly we have 25 parts with 465 articles. So this is the factual overview of our Constitution. Now let's come to the point. I'm going to give you a trick, and by using that trick, you can easily remember our all fundamental rights. As you know, originally we had 7 fundamental rights, but through 44th Amendment 1978, one fundamental right has been deleted, has been repealed from our Constitution, and that fundamental right was right to property. So it doesn't mean we don't have any kind of right against property. We have still right against property, but not as fundamental right, as legal right. We have legal right against property, and it is mentioned in Article 300A of our Indian Constitution. So now we have 6 fundamental rights. So let's start with our fundamental rights. Our first fundamental rights is right to equality. Second one is right to freedom. Third one is right against exploitation. Fourth one is right to religion, right to freedom of religion. Fifth one is cultural and educational right. Sixth one, that is last, is constitutional remedies. Now I'm going to tell you how you remember these all 6 fundamental rights by using of your fingers. So our first fundamental right is right to equality. So let's begin with our little finger. Our little finger is smaller than all fingers, so it deserves right to equality. Because of this reason, this is smaller than all fingers. Other fingers doesn't have right to treat our little finger unequally, treat it differently. So our little finger really deserves right to equality. So you can easily remember our first fundamental right by using of your little finger. Okay, let's come to the second fundamental right. Our second fundamental right is right to freedom, and we have to remember this fundamental right by using of our ring finger. I am giving you an example, and by using that example, you can easily remember our second fundamental right. So see, before marriage, a girl free to do whatever she want to do. But once she get married, she have to live within certain restrictions. I am talking according to what's happening in our society. So once a lady get married, she have to live within certain restrictions. So in that situations, the lady exactly needs some freedoms. So you can remember this second right. You can remember this fundamental right to freedom by remembering of married lady. Hope you getting me what I'm trying to convey. So let's come to the third fundamental right. Our third fundamental right is right against exploitation, and we have to remember this fundamental right by using of our middle finger. Yes, our middle finger is bigger than all, so it may exploit other fingers' right, because who exploit others' right? Or anyone who have more power. So in our fingers, our middle finger is bigger than all, so it may exploit other fingers' right. So you can remember our third fundamental right, that is right against exploitation, by using of our middle finger. Till now we remembered 3 fundamental right. First fundamental right to equality, by using our little finger. Second one is right to freedom by using of our ring finger. Third one is right against exploitation, and we remembered third right by using of our middle finger. Now let's come to the fourth one. Our fourth fundamental right is right to religion. We have seen many peoples who talking about religious affairs we have seen many times that people indicates like this, there is only one God or something like that. In our Quran Sharif, there is written that La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That means there is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of that God. So in Islam, there is one God, and that is Allah. So you can remember this, right? You can remember this, right to religion by using of our index finger, and by remembering of Islam religion, that there is only one God, and that is Allah. Now come to the next fundamental right. Our fifth fundamental right is cultural and educational right. And by using of your thumb, you can easily remember this right. Let's see. Before examination or before anything, whatever a person going to perform, we used to show our thumb by saying this good luck. So you can remember this fundamental right by using of our thumb. Now let's come to the next one, last one, that is constitutional remedies. And we have to remember this fundamental right by using of our punch. If anyone violates your rights, if anyone violates your any fundamental rights, then by using of your punch, means constitutional remedies, you can easily fix your right, you can easily claim your right. So I hope you remembered these all 6 fundamental rights by using of this trick. I just repeating this trick in short. As you know, our first fundamental right to equality, we have to remember this right by using of our little finger. Second one is right to freedom. We have to remember this right by using of our ring finger, and remembering of married lady. Our third fundamental right is right against exploitation. We have to remember this right by using of our middle finger, because this is bigger one. This it have more power. So our fourth fundamental right is right to religion, right to freedom of religion. And this fundamental right, we have to remember this fundamental right by remembering of Allah, God, there is one God. Our fifth fundamental right is cultural and educational right. We have to remember this fundamental right by using our thumb. And our sixth fundamental right is constitutional remedies. We have to remember this right by using of our punch. So these all 6 fundamental rights. And now we have to remember these 6 fundamental rights for forever. And in my next video, I will discuss the same topic of fundamental rights in details by article to article, clauses to clauses, sub-clauses to sub-clauses, article 12 to 35 in details. And that's why I gave you the overview of fundamental rights in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Keep watching my videos. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.